विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। भगवान रामचंद्र जी is telling Sugriva what are the signs of a good friend. Now that Sugriva and Bhagavan has become friends, Sugriva also should know what makes a good friend. So we have seen after Doha number 6, 6 lines we have seen. Shrutika Sant Mitra Guna Eha. These are the qualities of a noble friend up to that. Continuing further now. आगे कहा मृदु वचन बनाई, पाछे अनहित मन कुटिलाई. Age means in front, if he says soft words on face, but behind us means behind the back. Pache anahita, he is wishing ill of us, then he is not a good friend. मन कुटिलाई, जाकर चित अहिगति सम भाई, अस कुमित्र परिहरे ही भलाई. And whose mind is more like a snake. So it goes this way, that way. It confuses or is unpredictable. Then it is better that you don't have such friend. असकुमित्र परिहरे ही भलाई. Let us chant some after that. Sevaka Satha from there. सेवक सठ नृप कृपण कुमारी, कपटी मित्र शूल समचारी, सखा सोच त्यागहु बल मोरे, सब विधि घटप काज मैं तोरे. So Bhagavan completes teaching. Now Sugriva is going to start. सेवक सठ नृप कृपण पुनारी, कपटी मित्र शूल समाचारी. सठ सेवक, a servant who is a foolish servant. सठ सेवक. कृपण नृप, the king who is Kripana. Kripana means he himself requires help. Like Dhritarashtra. He was king, but he was helpless. Kunari. Kunari means bad woman. Bad woman of bad intentions. And Kapati Mitra, that friend who is not a well-wisher. These four, they'll give you more problem than anything. So one should give them up. In this way, Bhagavan said, see, so what happens in Ramayana, every now and then Bhagavan uses the opportunity to give Upadesha. Right? The story will go on, that is one part, but some teaching also comes within that story. So in this way Bhagavan says, "O friend, see my strength and give up your grief. I will make sure your work gets done. Sab vidhi ghatab kaaj mein tore." Now Sugriva tells Bhagavan that Bhagavan Vali is very powerful. I will tell you spiritual significance of this aspect. कह सुग्रीव सुनहु रघुबीरा बाली महाबल अति रणधीरा दुंदुभि अस्ति ताल देख रहा है. See, these are the bones of that demon Dundubhi who was killed by Vali. So Sugriva shows these are the bones of that demon. Bhagavan kicks that pile of bones and everything flies off. So Sugriva is not very impressed. He says at that time there was a lot of flesh in those bones, now they are empty. So this is not a great thing. Then Sugriva shows 7 tall trees, tala vrakshas, like palm tree kind of thing. And he says, with one arrow you have to pierce through all 7. Means that much strength you need, it goes all the way. Bhagavan does that. Not only that, that arrow comes back. Then Sugriva says, okay, I think you can do it. देखी अमित बल बाढ़ी प्रीति बाली बधव इन भई परतीति. When, see, the love for someone comes only when, as it is given here, Amita Bala. So some greatness you have to see. So Sugriva, he started loving Bhagavan because he saw his strength, Bhagavan's power. He said, you can do it. Somebody will see Aishwarya and love, right? A lot of wealth is there. Then I love you. Like children sometimes, Dad, I love you, give me money. And their dad said, no, I won't give you money now, enough. I hate you. So it is all there. Or, if you have to have respect for someone, when you see that this person is so great, has such accomplishments, then respect comes. So here also, देखी अमित बल बाढ़ी प्रीति बाली बधव इन भाई पर, he can kill Vali. So now that faith he got. बार बार नावई पद सीसा प्रभु ही जानी मन हर्ष कपीसा उपजा ज्ञान वचन तब बोला नाथ कृपा मन भय वलोला. Says Bhagavan, now I have understood you can do this. Now my mind is at rest. Nath kripa man bhayav alola. Alola means now it is not moving, shaky, now it is firm. Now this next part let us read. सुख संपत्ति परिवार बढ़ाई सब परिहरि करी हम सेवकाई ये सब राम भगति के बाधक कहानी संत सब पद अवराधक शत्रु मित्र सुख दुख जग माही माया कृत परमारथ नाही बाली परम हितजा सुप्रसादा मिले राम तुम समन विषाद सपने जेहि सन होई बिलराई, जागे समूझत मनस पुचाई। अब प्रभु कृपा करहु एहि भांति, सब तज भजन करो दिन राति। सुनि विराग संयुत कपि बानी, बोले बिहसी राम धनु पानी। सुख संपत्ति परिवार बढ़ाई सब परिहरि करी हूं सेवकाई। Now he says, O Lord, giving up everything, I will serve you. Now I am interested in only serving you. In Ramayana, in Kishkinda Kanda and in Sundar Kanda, we find surrender, Sharanagati, first of Bhagavan Hanumanji to Ramacharita, Sharanagati, surrender. Second Sharanagati is of Sugriva. And third Sharanagati is of Vibhishana. Sugriva's Sharanagati is twice. This is first time Sharanagati. Second time his Sharanagati will be when Bhagavan kills Vali, tells him, now you rule the kingdom, and then he will lose the path. Then Bhagavan will send Lakshmanji. Then again Sugriva is going to do Sharanagati. There will be real Sharanagati. This is the fake one right now. He says, fake one means that knowledge is not clear yet. He says, Bhagavan, what is all this joy, wealth, family, name and fame? I am going to give up everything. Sukha, sampatti, parivar, badai, sab parihari, kari hum sevakai. I will serve you. Family, wealth, name, fame, joy, worldly enjoyment, I don't want it. ये सब राम भगत के बाधक, they all are obstructions in me reaching you. I don't want any of this. ये सब राम भगत के बाधक। कहें संत तव पद अवराधक, and they will not let me reach you. Satru, mitra, sukha, dukha, jagamahi, maya krita. All this is maya. Joy, sorrow, friend, enemy. None of this is absolute reality. Moh mula paramarth nahi. Moh krita paramarth nahi. This is all illusion, Bhagavan. He is telling Bhagavan. Up till now he wanted kingdom and everything. Suddenly Bhagavan just shot 7 trees with one arrow. He started talking. This is like us. We attend Tattva Bodha. Everything is mithya. 1 or 2 texts we study and suddenly Acharya, they go on studying this for years and do other sadhana. Bali, he says, Bali paramhita, jasu prasada, milehu rama tuma samar vishada. Bali is not my enemy. Bali is my best friend. Because of Bali, I got you, Bhagavan. What? This part is correct. But that enmity has not gone. He still says, Bhagavan, now so finish Bali. So what happens is, when we get this, new knowledge in the beginning, we have such ideas. Oh, this I'll give up, that I'll give up, everything. But the knowledge has not gone in our subconscious mind. It is only in the conscious mind. And therefore it has not become one with our personality. So any shock comes in life or something happens, it won't take much for us to change the path. Means there is a point in sadhana from where we can return back. In Bhagavad Gita 6th chapter, Bhagavan tells Arjuna that a point should come in your sadhana beyond which there is no coming back. And that I should know this great Shanti. Shantim Nirvana Paramam Mat Samstham Adhigacchati. So that Shanti when I get, then I will not come back. Means I will not change the path. So this initial sadhaka, he may say, yes, I am spiritual, and suddenly some name, fame or some wealth comes. Spirituality is there all the time anyway, what is there? So Vali Paramahita Jasu Prasada, out of whose grace I got Bhagavan Ramchandra ji, so my grief, sorrows, everything can go. सपने जेहि सन होई लड़ाई जागे समुझत मन सकुचाई. He gives example. Bhagavan in dream, let's say if I fight with someone, when I wake up, will I have any enmity towards that person? This is all dream. So I don't have any bad feelings towards Bali. When Bhagavan, and then he said, Ab Prabhu Krupa Karahu Yehi Bhati Sab Taji Bhajanu Karao Din Rati. Now Bhagavan, you grace me so that I give up everything and day and night I will just worship you. When Bhagavan heard these words of Sugriva with all this passion, Bhagavan laughed. सुनि विराग संयुत कपि बानी बोले बिहसी राम धनु पानी. जो कछु कहु सत्य सब सोई सखा बचन मम मृषा न होई. He said, what you said is true, but my words will also be true. Means that I will save you from Vali, I will kill you. So now what we have to understand here? Okay, let me give some spiritual idea now. So Bhagavan is now telling Sugriva, you go and fight with him. So Sugriva calls him and says, Vali, come, I want to fight with you. Vali says, what is wrong with you? You know my strength and you know your strength also. If I come, you won't be alive. But Vali's wife, Tara, she tells Vali that this time he is not alone. I have heard. See, Tara, because Vali, he was always listening to all dance, music, drinks, sitting there. Because he knew he has so much strength. Anyone comes, he can beat them. And therefore, he would indulge. Whereas this Tara, she had put all the spies everywhere. She got the news that these two warriors, Rama and Lakshmana, they have sided with Sugriva. So Sugriva, when he is challenging Vali, he is not alone. Something else is there. So she tells Vali, don't go. Vali says, you don't know all this. My strength. And if he is God who has come, then I don't mind dying at his hand. And if he is an ordinary human being, there is no way they can do anything to me. So Vali is very proud of his strength, ahankara. So he goes. And the war begins, means fight begins between the two. Bhagavan is standing behind a tree, looking at both of them, and he sees there is no way he can distinguish between Vali and Sugriva. They both look alike. And Sugriva gets beaten up by Vali badly. Sugriva runs and he says, "You said you are going to help me. Where were you?" Bhagavan says, "Sorry, but I couldn't distinguish you two and I didn't want to kill you thinking that you are Vali." So they put all the thing. Bhagavan touches him. So he becomes okay. Now Bhagavan says, "Go again." Again. He says, "Vali is not my friend, Vali is my death." Up till now he was saying, "Vali is my well-wisher." Suddenly, Vali is my death. Now, so who are these two? Let me tell you. This Vali and Sugriva, they both are actually ahankara. Vali is the ahankara who is interested in the worldly pleasures. And Sugriva is the ahankara who becomes bhakta, who becomes sadhaka. So one is, within us, this individuality is going to play double role. Sometimes I am interested in world, name, fame, pleasure, etc. And sometimes I am interested in sadhana, devotion. So both are together and they look alike. Now Bhagavan's objective is that he has to kill that ahankara which is interested in the world, and he has to strengthen that ahankara which is sadhaka, which is bhakta. That is Sugriva. And this Vali ahankara is cursed from going to this Rishyamukh mountain. Rishyamukh mountain is nothing but satsang. Vali ahankara doesn't want to come for satsang. And that place is safe for Sugriva ahankara, the bhakta ahankara. That is where he is going to find Ram. That is where he can do his surrender. So, we are playing these two roles. We alone are the bhakta ahankara. We alone are the Vali ahankara, the one who is interested in world. So if proper surrender is done, then Bhagavan will remove Vali. This is the idea of this story. So, story we have to look at from our spiritual sadhana standpoint. So second time when Vali and Sugriva they fight, Sugriva has Bhagavan's garland, means blessings. So then that ahankara is able to destroy Vali. Means it doesn't destroy, Bhagavan only will destroy. It has at least some strength to challenge. Without Bhagavan's grace, see, this is what is shown here. Without Bhagavan's grace, Vali ahankara is very powerful, cannot be destroyed. So, Bhagavan shoots an arrow and Vali gets hit. Then Vali was so strong because Vali had a boon. Vali is son of Indra and Sugriva is son of Surya and Hanumanji is son of Vayu, wind god. Bhagavan also is wonderful. He says, in Ramavatar, I supported son god and helped in killing son of Indra. In Krishna Avatar, he said, I will change the role. I will support Arjuna and help him kill Karna. So he said that for me everything has to be set or equal at the end. I am not partial. So Indra had given a boon to Vali. He used to carry that boon. It is presented in the form of a necklace. That when he has that, any enemy that comes in front of him, half of his strength Vali will have. So his own strength plus 50% of enemy strength. So definitely it is always greater. So ahankara is actually like that. If we say, as ahankara, I am going to destroy ahankara, the ahankara only will be strengthened. That's why in Vedanta we say ahankara will be negated. Then the question will come, who will negate ahankara? Who will falsify ahankara? So remember, ahankara alone is going to do sadhana. Nobody else is going to do sadhana. Ahankara alone is sadhaka and ahankara alone is badhaka. And therefore, sadhana is difficult. Because at one point I think Vali is winning, at another point I feel Sugriva is winning. This battle goes on. Sometimes I think I should go in the world. Like many times, in sadhana. When we sit down and do sadhana, then I remember I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to finish it. When you start doing that, then when will this end and I can do sadhana? This is our problem. So when I am doing sadhana, world invites us. When we are in the world, sadhana invites us. So either way, we think something is not happening, something is not happening. So in stories, Vali Sugriva story we know, but how to look at it from sadhaka standpoint, that we should understand. So now Vali falls down because Bhagavan shoots him an arrow from behind. Because Bhagavan knew if I go in front, he will have half of my strength also. So Bhagavan shoots an arrow from behind. So Vali says, why did you shoot an arrow from behind? If you had to fight with me, you should have come one-on-one. He challenges Bhagavan also. So Bhagavan says, look, I could have falsified this boon that Indra has given, because of which you have this strength. But then Indra would lose his status. You know, like if somebody has given power to someone and the boss comes and says, no, everything negated, rejected, then that person's status goes away. So you have to honor whatever is said by the other person, even though they are lower in the status. So Bhagavan says, that's why I had to do this workaround. And because you did not ask Sugriva what happened, why he came back, and you thought he wanted kingdom, and therefore you kicked him out, took his wife, wealth, everything. That was not right. So Vali says, okay Bhagavan, I'm sorry. Bhagavan said, now if you want to live, I can give you long life. He said, no, I don't want to live anymore. Who gets to die at your hands? I got an arrow also from you. I am seeing you. He was in Bhagavan's lap. He said, let me die now. But you have my son. And he will serve you. And you protect him. So, Bhagavan says, okay, this Sugriva will become king and Angadji will become prince, Yuvraj. Now, we are going to sing after 13th Doha. Doha number 13. So Doha number 13 says, Lachimana dekhu morgana. Did you find? नाचत बारिद पेखी गृही विरत रत हर्ष जश विष्णु भगत कहूं देखी. So now what is going to happen is, there is going to be monsoon season, and in monsoon season Bhagavan says, Sugriva, you don't send monkeys in search of Sita ji. We will be here on this mountain. And I will be with Lakshmana. You run the kingdom for that time. And now Bhagavan uses this opportunity to teach Lakshmana. So after Doha number 13, one example from nature and one lesson on bhakti or jnanam or vairagya, etc. Okay? With different raga. First few lines you just listen and then you just read along. Okay? नवगरजत घोरा प्रियाहीन डरपत मन मोरा दामिनी दम करहन घन माही खल कै प्रीति जथा थिर नाही बरसहि जगद भूमि नियराय जथा न वही बुध विद्या पाए बूंद आघात सहहि गिरि कैसे खल कै बचन संत सहजैसे क्षुद्र नदी भरी चली तोराई जस थोरे धन खल इतराई भूमि परत भाढ़ा बर पानी जनु जीवहि माया लपटानी समिति समिति जल भरहि तलावा जिमि सद्गुण सज्जन पहियावा सरिता जल जल निधि महु जाई होई अचल जिमि जीव हरि पाई हरित भूमि तृण संकुल समुझ परहि नहीं पंथ जिमि पाखंड बाधते गुप्त होई सद्ग्रंथ। This raga is monsoon raga. So it's going to rain today. Not because I sang this raga, because it is going to rain anyway. So this is monsoon season. This is why Bhagavan said, don't send monkeys in search of Sita ji, because next few months lot of rain is going to come. Where will they go? Actually, Bhagavan wanted Sugriva also to enjoy kingdom a little, because for years he was running here, there, all over. He said, live peacefully, have kingdom, enjoy something. Don't forget my work. See, we all also, Bhagavan sees that, we are running around here, there. He says, okay, enjoy, have big house, car, enough food, clothes, everything, enjoy. But in this enjoyment, don't forget me and my work. If you forget me, then I will have to send Lakshmana. So now, each line, one part will be some example from nature, and second part will be lesson for us. So now you see. The 13th Doha said, Lakshmana dekhu morgana nachat barid pekhi. Hey Lakshmana, look at these peacocks. They see the clouds, dark clouds, and they start dancing. With so much joy. It is like Grihi Virati Rat Harsha Jasa Vishnu Bhagat Kahum. Dekhi. When there is a devotee of Bhagavan Vishnu, he is a householder and has dispassion towards world, when he sees another Vishnu Bhakta, how love, Bhagavan's devotee I have found. So, just as peacocks see the clouds and dance, Bhakta sees another Bhakta and feels good. And it is true, because a devotee, what makes his heart move? If he sees that the other person is there, either just doing puja or expressing some love or singing something, and that the song or chanting or even just doing some making garland, any offering, that bhava when it touches, you say, look at this. So his joy is in seeing another bhakta. A sadhaka, his joy is when he sees another sadhaka. It's an inspiration. You look at this young age, they are studying this Shastra. They are doing this kind of sadhana. And those people who are panditas, those who are great scholars, they get inspired when they see other scholars. This is actually a disease. So we should catch that. So here it is said, if somebody is Bhagavan Bhakta, then how another person feels so good seeing them. Now, seeing these clouds, Ghana Ghamand, Na Bhagarajata Ghora, Piya hi na Darapat Manamora. When the clouds thunder in the sky, so not seeing Sita here, I am also worried about her. Because generally, when such thunder and everything comes, Bhagavan remembers Sita ji, that how she was, so delicate. With loud thunder and noise, she would get scared. Bhagavan Ramachandra ji feels, now when she is in some other place, I don't even know where she is, in what form, what condition. What would be happening to her? Darapata man mora. Means I am worried, concerned about her well-being. And what this means is, every husband should think about wife in this way. That is what it means. Rama is not talking about himself. That if we have responsibility of well-being of some people, then we should have concerns where they would be. Like if you hear, let's say the time when your husband or kids were driving back home and you find, oh, there is some bad traffic, immediately you call, where are you now? How long will it, right? Or they are flying from some city and you hear something happen in that city. Is everything alright? And if you hear something in India, where you know some family member or some friends, immediately you want to know, is everything safe there? So it is so natural. So Bhagavan is showing that natural love. Damini Damaka Rahana Ghanamahi. Damini, the lightning during these monsoon months, lightning comes and goes, doesn't stay there. Like that, Khal ke Preeti Jathathirna, the love of Khal. People who are wicked people, their love is not steady. Today a lot of love, tomorrow nothing. Like lightning, their love comes and goes. Khal ke Preeti Jathathirna. Parashahi jalada bhumini haraye. The drops of water, when they come and hit the ground, so they have to come all the way down to touch the ground. Like that, Jatha Navahi Buddha Vidya Paye. New people who have knowledge, they have really gained knowledge, then with knowledge there will be humility also, Vidya and Vinaya. So, that knowledge will bring them close to ground, means it will keep them well grounded. Jatha Navahi Buddha Vidya Paye. बूंद अघात सह गिरी कैसे खल के वचन संत सह जैसे. See, I told you, every one line is from nature, one line is spiritual example. How the earth is taking the blow of these waters, like saintly people, they listen to words of wicked people. Criticism, this, that, whatever if they say, they accept everything. They don't retaliate. So this is how we have Sant Purusha has to learn. Means we all, Sant Purusha means don't think that no, we cannot be saint, somebody else only will be saint. We only have to learn this. Somebody went to one Mahatma. He said, Mahatma ji, this sadhana is very difficult. I am not going to do this sadhana. He said, yes, you don't do sadhana. From tomorrow, cows and buffaloes will do sadhana. If human beings don't do sadhana, then who will do sadhana? We only have to do all this. हलके वचन संत सहज ऐसे क्षुद्र नदी भरी चली तोराई जस थोरे हु धन खले. The shallow rivers, see there are some perennial rivers, all the time they have enough water. And there are these shallow rivers, little water comes, suddenly you see water there in those rivers. And then 3 days continuously, if there is sunshine, the whole river will be dry. You see, there are these people who become suddenly rich. They have pride of their wealth, which is like this only. They are Kshudras. Kshudra means very shallow. A little wealth is there, they start showing, oh, I have this, I have that. What is there? And in few days, like those people who win lottery and jackpot and all, suddenly their millions are there. In few months, nothing is remaining, everything is gone. Because with wealth, the depth of tradition, culture, samskara, that is not there. So they don't know how they can plan. Even these sports stars, those who don't have good investment manager, advisor, etc. In their peak, they have so much money. They buy this car, that car, buy something here, there, 2-3 times they get married, in divorce, everything is gone. And at the end, back to nothing. You have to plan everything. Because their prime time is short. And injuries and so many things are there. So little wealth, you should not feel you should not have pride, you should not spend lavishly. भूमि परत भार ढाबर पानी जनु जीव ही माया लपटानी. Every drop when it falls, so the sand is all dry and water is clear. But when the water drop comes, then what happens? That dust comes around that, and now you cannot find any clean water. It is all dirty, muddy, slushy. So Jiva in his essential nature is Brahman. But when he touches the ground is Maya. Then he becomes one with that and forgets what is his nature. Janu Jiva hi Maya lapatani. Next one is a beautiful, oft-quoted line. Samiti samiti jal bharahi talava, jimi sadgun sajjan pahiyawa. So, a lake does not get filled suddenly. It accumulates every drop of water. Samiti, gathering water drop by drop, the lake gets filled. Like that, person gathers good qualities, knowledge also drop by drop, means slowly. No matter how excited we are that, oh, Swamiji, I am so inspired by your Kishkinda Kanda talk that by tomorrow I want to finish the full Ramayana, I want to finish full Prasthanatrayi now. You do your best, but it will be slow because it takes its own time. And Shastra also, when we study, the connection of Shastra and all, it requires its own time. So good qualities also slowly become my nature. Jimi Sadguna Sajjan Baniya. Good qualities come to wise people, means they come, but they manifest slowly. They become their second nature. Means you don't have to put forth effort to love everyone. You don't have to put forth effort to be compassionate to them. It will happen. जिमि सद्गुण सज्जन बने सरिता जल जल निधि महु जाई होई अचल जिमि जीव हरि पाई. Now all rivers, they start flowing towards ocean. So until the ocean comes, the rivers have motion. They are moving here, there, everywhere. But when they find ocean, then there ends motion, all movement. Like that is Jiva. Until Jivatma recognizes his oneness with Paramatma, going here, there, transmigration continues. So Jiva is like river and Paramatma is like ocean. But remember, this is only an example. Huh? So don't think Jivatma is here, Paramatma is here. There is no such merging, but as a jiva, the journey continues until I recognize my oneness with Paramatma. Harita bhumi truna sankula samuji parana. This is another very beautiful thing for understanding purpose. You should note this. In monsoon, so in farmlands, where there is a lot of open land, you will find people, they have created a small walkway, and then they walk through that, they go across. In our Siddhabadi and such areas, there are not many. There are roads, but you don't go by those everywhere. There are these shortcuts. You go from the farm and then go out. But when there is a lot of rain, then this grass starts growing. And then it becomes so much that you cannot find those paths. The short, small paths that are there, they are all hidden because there is enough grass everywhere. So you cannot see which way I am supposed to go. Like that, Harita Bhumi Truna Sankula Samaji Parahi Nahi Panth. Panth means the path is not available for recognition. Which way one should go. In the same way, when there are Pakhandavad means when the different ideologies which are not leading to the one truth of infinitude, of oneness, then they all become popular and they hide the great philosophy of non-duality. I'll explain you. If you go to airports, you find the bookshops. In bestsellers, what will you find? Hardly there will be any book which will tell you how to live life, how to become free from bondage of karma. All books will be some story here, some story there, everything, and they go on printing. And in the name of what is spiritual life, so some very shallow thinking, if someone has, they will become popular. They are very famous. And if you see the great Vidwans and the spiritual path, okay, I'll tell you a story about this. It's a good occasion. Hanumanji is also here. When Valmiki ji completed his Ramayana, so Narad ji came and he wanted to look at it, Valmiki Ramayana. He looked at it. He was not very impressed. So then Valmiki ji felt bad that I have written so much, so many thousand shlokas are there, 24,000 shlokas he wrote. He said, Narad ji is not even happy with my work. So what happened? So Narad ji said, Hanuman's work is better than yours. He has also written Ramayana. Valmiki ji felt so bad. He said, now I have to see what he has written. So he started looking for Hanumanji. Hanumanji was in one forest. So he asked, where is your Ramayana copy? So they were written on the banana leaves, plantain leaves. 700 leaves were there. On that everything was scribed. Valmiki started looking at it. Perfect grammar, perfect meter, perfect use of words, everything. Valmiki started crying. Hanumanji said, oh, is it that bad? Then you have to cry. He said, no, it is so good. Everyone will read this. Nobody will read what I have written. Hanumanji said, oh, that's all. He tore his whole composition. Everything. So Valmiki asked, why did you do this? He said, its purpose is served. I wanted to sing it, Bhagwan's glory, that I sang, and through that, I wanted my Shuddhi. That is done. Your purpose is, you should get name and recognition, that people should read your Ramayana. That is your purpose. My purpose is different. Your purpose is different. Your objective is that people should get this so that people recognize your work. My objective is I have to grow through this. So I have done it. So there are so many who become bestsellers. But there are some who don't do for this purpose, they only for their own. निज गिरा पावन करन कारण नाम जस तुलसी कहो. It is only for purifying my own speech, Goswamiji says, that I have written Tulasi Ramayan. So like that, there are so many, they become YouTube, this, that, everywhere. You should see the number of views, If it is some such ordinary thing, there will be few million viewers. And if it is some great Sanskrit scholarly work, few people will be, the viewers will be 500 viewers, 600 viewers, that's all, maximum. Because people, you see so many people, and then Facebook likes, so many likes, very popular person. And the other one, 40, 50, 60. So the scale of world is like, here what is, Jimmy Pakhand vadte, Gupta ho hi sargranth. The great Shastras will become hidden when these other things become popular. Okay. More we will see tomorrow. We have 2 more days. So either we can complete this portion which is Rama and Lakshmana's teaching, Rama's teaching to Lakshmana, or we can suddenly come to Hanumanji's part and finish. Okay, some of that at least we can do. Hanumanji's part we will do. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.